Yes, I want to talk about the auditory system. We have the auditory system is a description and function of outer, middle, and inner ear, basilar membrane, and inner hair cells, outer hair cells, auditory system, face locking, envelope and fine structure, sources of hearing loss. So it's about how you receive sounds. So we are in the, you can say, auditory physiology and auditory perception part. So we have the ear belongs to consists of three parts: outer ear, you can say the acoustics system, and the mechanic system in the middle ear and the inner ear with ossicles and cochlea, and then the last one is electric or neural system with where the sound is translated to electric signals in the auditory nerves. So we have the outer ear, we have a concha here, and pinna, an auditory channel. So also a concept is called how head-related transfer. Sound arriving at ear canal is affected by torso, head, and pinna. So this head-related transfer function is a gain between sound intensity at ear canal entrance versus free field without any head. What will the head or the concha so on do? They can we can gain some extra sound level. The ear canal is a crooked type, about 2.5 centimeter long, and protects the eardrum. There are some wax to collect or remove dirt. Acoustic model is a tube is open in one end and closed in the other end. That means that the velocity at the end, the closed end, is zero, and then the pressure is maximum. At the open end, the volume velocity is maximum, and that means that the pressure is zero. So we can record it that the wavelength divided by 4 is 10 centimeters, and the wavelength is 10 centimeters. Use this simple formula. The frequency is speed of sound divided by the wavelength, and then you get the frequency to 3,400 hertz. So yeah, and there's an ear canal resonance of about 3,400, or let us say 3,500 hertz, and this concha resonance also gives 5 to 6 hertz, and then a boost of more than 10 dBs in the frequency area, about 1.5 to 7 kilohertz. There's a boost. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the eardrum tympanic ear membrane diameter about 9 from less than 10 millimeters, area less than 1 square centimeter, and thickness of 0.1 millimeter. Mass, I can't remember, 14 milligrams or so. So displacement at threshold of pain is it means 120 dBs sound pressure level. Let's say it's about 0.1 millimeter. So what is the displacement about 0 dB SPL when its displacement is 0.1 millimeter at this pain threshold. So you can make a simple calculation that 120 dBs is times 20 times log 10 to the P1 divided by P2, and then we get that P1 divided by that means that P1 divided by P2 is a factor of 10 to 6. Yes. 10 in 6. Yes, raised to 6. So that means you get a diameter of 10 minus 10 minus up raised to 10 minus 10 dBs. So it's very small displacement. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yes. Why have a middle ear? We have the orsicles. You can say that the orsicles they transform the sound pressure to mechanical pressure. We have the orsicles, the hammer, anvil, and the stirrup. Hammer, anvil, and stirrup. And what are they doing? They're doing some impedance matching. There are two ways to see it. The area of the tympanic membrane versus stapes. Yeah, the pressure is force divided by area. So when the area in the open window here in the cochlea, in the entrance to the cochlea, is much smaller than the entrance in the tympanic membrane, so the pressure will be much more. You can also talk about a level system. Yes. Yeah. So and the pressure in the middle ear is much more than outside in the outer ear. Connects. What does this eustachian tube do? It connects a middle ear cavity to some nose area here. It can equalize pressure of middle ear and outer ear in speech, and also with when the noise is very tough. When there's some muscles. There is a middle ear reflex two muscles. Two muscles are contracted, and then transmission is reduced by a maximum of about 20 decibels, mainly at low frequencies. And those muscles are activated at when the sound level is more than 70 dBs. But there is a delay because the muscles are going to the brain and then back. So there's a transport time, you can say. Down, up, and up, down. Transport time. And so there is a delay of maybe 100 milliseconds. And so it's very difficult to avoid just immediately damming sound pressures, protecting. So it's difficult to protect of just very impulses with a high sound pressure. Yeah. What is the inner ear? Yeah, inner ear, it is the cochlea is very important for us. It's related to hearing. And then we have some similar canons is related to sense of balance, and it can also be very important. Yeah. But when we are concentrating about the cochlea, it's U-shaped, around 3.5 centimeter long, 2.5 turns, and it belongs at, you can say, there is a organ of Corti where many things are happening. Yeah, you can say there are 3 parts of where there's some liquids: scala vestibular, scala media, and scala tympani. And this basilar membrane is situated between the scala media and the scala tympani. And there are some tectorial membrane, and the inner hair cells and outer hair cells, and the basilar membrane. And to the hair cells are connected auditory nerves. It's not very specific, it's just very shortly described. So hair cells are cells with some small stencilias, and outer hair cells. The outer hair cells about 12,000, and inner hair cells about 3,000. Yeah. So and you can say there are some movement of those stencilias, so it makes and then it makes it possible to for the auditory nerves to work. Yeah. The cochlear hearing loss is as an inner hearing loss. A cochlear hearing loss involves a loss of outer and or inner hair cells. Loss of outer or inner hair cells. It can happen because of noise exposure, age, genetics, and oxytocin medicals, or so on. Yeah. So, yes. How does it work? Yeah, we have some, yeah. The stencilias are moving forth and back. I will come back to it. There's some there's a frequency place transformation. You have some frequency, and then in the basilar membrane, according to those frequencies, there's a place where a specific place on the basilar membrane. A high frequency is at the base, near the base, the narrow side, and the smaller frequencies are at the apex. So you play music, tones are coming into the ear, and the ossicles are working, and the basilar membrane is oscillating. So you can say, yeah. So the frequencies are spread out of the to the basilar membrane. So, and to understand it, we are working with auditory filters with center frequency and the spread of it. The bigger center frequency, the broader are the auditory filters. It's a way to explain what is happening. Yeah. You have an organ of Corti, of course, with the 3 parts: scala vestibular, scala media, and scala tympani, and this basilar membrane in between those two of those. And we have some inner hair cells and outer hair cells. And then in the next part I will talk about the functions of the hair cells. That was part 1.